Hello Water Managers, I'm Fauwaz Hanbali with the Water Management Systems Division at the Hydrologic Engineering Center. I'm going to cover the SWMS overview presentation. This is the first part of the presentation focusing on the water management mission that SWMS serves. Later I will give you a high-level orientation about what SWMS, the core water management system, is. Then I'll give you some background on the SWMS National Implementation Plan and its objectives. Finally, I'll give a quick wrap-up on SWMS, especially how to access SWMS documentation and learning resources, and how to reach out for technical support. Let's get started and talk about the water management mission in the Corps of Engineers. The Corps of Engineers has over 600 reservoirs to serve multiple purposes that are beneficial to the public, economy, and environment. And Corps water managers make daily reservoir system operations decisions to balance and meet a variety of objectives. Corps water managers carry out their mission through the collection, processing, storage, analysis, and dissemination of water resources data. They rely on real-time data to monitor weather and watershed conditions. They also perform hydrologic and hydraulic modeling simulations. And then they make informed decisions on daily reservoir operations to best meet the required objectives, which include mitigating floods, generating hydropower, or meeting navigation, water supply, and environmental targets. Corps water managers support other missions in the Corps, most importantly emergency management. Water managers help with anticipating and preparing for emergencies and help with disaster response, especially during floods. For planning, water managers help with performing studies, especially the hydrologic and reservoir system analyses parts. Then for dam and levee safety, water managers are involved with project inspections and risk assessments, whether as part of planning analyses or real-time risk-informed decision-making. Water managers are also heavily involved with public outreach. First, they ensure public access to real-time data and information, and water managers engage directly with the public through meetings and workshops, and that's to better inform the public on project plans or extreme events. So, Corps water management has a huge value to the nation. First and foremost, Corps water management is focused on ensuring public safety, especially preventing or reducing the impact of floods. And the Corps water management mission helps balance and accomplish the various reservoir system operating objectives like flood control, water supply, navigation, and recreation. And that all benefits the economy, increases the public quality of life, and protects the environment. Suffice it to say, water management is a critical mission in the Corps of Engineers. In terms of strategy and policy, from the past decade, the Corps of Engineers Civil Works strategic vision for planning, transformation, and actions for change has been most significant for Corps water management. One of the more important aspects to water management from that strategic vision is the application of comprehensive systems approach to meeting operating objectives, meaning all the factors and needs in a watershed would be considered holistically as part of reservoir system operations. Fundamentally, U.S. government laws authorize the operating purposes of the Corps of Engineers projects. For example, a very important law to highlight is the Water Resources Development Act, WRDA, where the 1997 WRDA legislation mandated the requirement for the Corps of Engineers to ensure public access to water resources data. That legislation and the experience of the 1997 Mississippi flood prompted the Corps' initiative to modernize the legacy water control systems for decision support and data dissemination into the Corps water management system, SWMS. We'll talk more about SWMS in the next part of the presentation. A couple more notes to conclude here. First, Corps policy on water control is detailed in engineering regulations, ERs, and engineering manuals, EMs, which are all accessible online from the Corps' main USACE.army.mil website. Second, I want to highlight the key Corps policy documents for Corps water managers to follow. There's the engineering regulation, ER 200-1-5, on environmental operating principles where the watershed systems approach to water management is emphasized. Another important Corps policy is the engineering regulation ER 1110-2-240, which lays out the legal authorities for Corps water management. And this policy also lays out the roles and responsibilities for Corps water managers. Finally, the Engineering Manual EM 1110-2-3600 provides technical guidance on the management of water control systems by the Corps. This is the end of this part of the presentation. If you have any questions about our software, need some help, or looking for additional training, please check out the links below, and thank you for your time.